ó mà ṣe o bàbá ó mà ṣe o lórí ilé mi àti lórí iṣẹ́ mi lórí ẹgbẹ́ mi tilétilé tẹbí tará.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio. Lagoon Radio.
Ilé ayọ̀, ilé ògo, mú mi débẹ̀, bàbá mi. Ilé ayọ̀, ilé ògo, mú mi débẹ̀, bàbá mi. Àwọn áńgẹ́lì ọ̀run, wọ́n ń ké hallelujah sórí.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Beautiful afternoon to you once again. You're welcome to the Family Matters with K show on Lagoon Radio. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook at Lagoon Radio Nigeria, Twitter and on Instagram at Lagoonradio.Ng. It's 20 minutes gone past 3 p.m. West African time, and it's the 29th today in the month of September 2021. Previously on the show, as at last week, we discussed pressures on singles, in which we educated on the pressure from the family, pressure from the church, pressure from friends, pressure from social media, and likes of it. And on today's note, we'll be discussing on another fresh and exciting topic just for you. So to be a part of the show, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, LagoonTV. On YouTube, subscribe to our news blog, Lagoon.News, and follow us on all our social media platforms. Like I earlier said, download the app on your Google Play Store or your Apple Store to be a part of the show and to listen to the live broadcast from wherever you are. My name is Olumakaiye, your able host on today's show, and I'm not in the studio alone. I have beautiful faces with me, different from the previous ones we had last episode on the show. I have with me, I want to say Mommy Simideli, okay? Obviously, she's here for public casting today. So yes, Simideli, okay, mother of two. Mother of two with me in the studio. I also have with me Covenant, and I have Timilen, and I also have mother of one, Mommy Crown. I have in person of Shabele Gbadiola Taiwo in the studio, and we're going to be doing the talking collectively together, and we're going to be relating on how well today's topic sits on everyone. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
He has given me victory. Oh, my God has given me victory. He has given me victory. Oh. All the days of my life I praise you. Everything I have now you gave to me, Baba. Lord, I say for your love I'm grateful. Yes, you love me plenty. You came to die for me. Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Nissi, I am that I am. Ooh. Oh, I searched around, there's no one else like you. Lion of Judah, you're the man, the man, the man.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
God has given me victory. He has given me victory. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Welcome back. Yes, we are still listening to Victory by Eben. Yes, we all have victory, because today's topic is definitely going to be victory for someone today, because phone addictions, it's cause for victory. Honestly. And on this note, this beautiful afternoon, we'll be discussing on how to help your wards and young adults around you, your kids, your young people, even adults themselves, how to help them put down their screens. Yes, we all know that, gadgets are everyday, they're like our everyday lives, and we need them in one business or the other. At least some people work from home, we can't ask them to shut down their laptops 24/7, but then there should be limits to all of these things. So I have with me guests, I'm going to be discussing. We have young people, we have married ones, so they're going to be talking to us in relation from the marital aspects, personally as a married woman, and how you relate this to your kids, because 95% of every young adult and every adult spends up to 18 hours in their 24 hours on phone, on screens, whatever gadgets you have, laptops, phones, tabs, and all of that. You spend more than 18 hours. Am I correct? How many hours do you spend on a phone? Convenience.
I don't spend too much time on my phone. Like
From week. Okay, what's the first thing you do in the morning aside prayers?
I work
What kind of work?
house chores now. I do house chores.
Aside house chores. At what point do you pick up your phone in the morning?
Really, I'm not really a phone person actually.
Okay.
So sometimes if I'm to check probably a message from my phone, 10 to 15 minutes I'm done with my phone. Then I probably plug it back or just drop it. The other things to do actually. So I don't.
Okay, that's great. Today, how many hours have you spent on phone?
Not quite. Sometimes I actually get bored.
Hours.
I don't like I said. I don't use hours on my phone.
Are you sure?
Yes, are you surprised? I
I'm
don't.
surprised.
I am so cute.
You sucked me, oh.
I don't use hours on my phone.
Okay.
I don't use. I think the highest I've used is let me say 30 minutes, and that's on YouTube.
Okay. What
I
time do
use
you go
YouTube
to
a
bed?
lot. 10, 9.
What keeps you up till 10?
TV.
Screen.
Oh, I thought you said okay.
Screen.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting.
TV.
Thank you.
Probably not watching football or something
Screen.
like that. Okay.
Thank you. Similarly, you're full of smiles, like you're wondering what am I coming to throw at you this time. How many hours do you spend on screens? Be like, see your own pass 18 hours.
I'm trying to calculate.
Hey.
You have not made your calculation.
Ever since I know.
I'll still calculate it.
Uh-huh.
Let's say 12.
12.
Wow.
You sure say no enter 18 in fact, even
No.
past 18.
Wow. Wow.
Because I calculated like this. I sleep for at most 8 hours. I do house chores.
Are you
I
sure?
bath.
Wait, that 8 hours so complete.
I say at most.
Okay. Okay. My village, okay.
I do house chores. I work out sometimes. So just take like 3 hours. Okay, like 12.
Okay, so what time do you go to bed?
Anytime.
And you night scroller.
Anytime. Anytime. I can't even go to sleep by 5.
So is there any restriction from your parents to go to bed, it's late, I went bed too soon. Exactly.
I'll just say I'll be done. I'll be done in like 2 hours.
Okay, so at what age did your mom stop seizing your phone?
I think that was 16.
Okay.
Yeah, 16.
Okay, we are getting there. Okay, over to you, Shab. As a mommy that you are.
What of before I became a mommy?
Is it possible to say how many hours you spend on phone, on
Now?
screen? Yeah.
On screen.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I think I spend more hours these days. Movie enthusiast.
Movie enthusiast,
I have
exactly.
to do my job now. And by the side, I have to do my own personal, research. So I think I spend more time on the screen.
18
With
hours
phones
more.
and I'm not sure it's up to that.
Okay, no problem. Coming back to Simi, how many hours you spend as a mommy? How many hours you spend on phone?
Basically,
as a businesswoman that you are.
yeah, we are getting there.
Okay, so how many hours?
Basically, let me first start from my sleep time. My sleep time is like 4 hours.
Okay.
4 hours. At times I sleep at 12, wake at 4. At times less than 4 hours. And anything that will make me sleep more than 4 hours, that means maybe the previous day have knocked me wood. Lagos have knocked me wood. Traffic has shown me pepper. And my phone is actually a multi-purpose device. My phone is my shop. Is my how would I even put it? My phone is just everything. Like it's something I could just go to anytime I want to. Just check what I want to check. If I just feel that okay, I need to listen to music, my phone. I need to read the Bible, my phone. I need to make business deals, my phone. I need to communicate, my phone. So I can't actually count how many hours I spend on my phone. But talking about TV, I'm not a TV person. Really, you can hardly see me watch TV. I'm not a TV person. The TV can be there, but it's just my phone. So I can't tell how many hours because I don't want to lie. I can't, as the spirit leads, really. If I see that there's a need for it, and the phone is even in my hand.
Amazing, caught right-handed. So what time do you go to bed?
At times, I go to bed at. Go to bed is of two different categories.
What time
Is
do you
it
fall
just
asleep?
lie down in bed or fall asleep?
What time do you fall asleep?
Like I earlier said, anytime from 12. It's like my body system is automatically set to that time.
12.
Once it's not 12 midnight, sleep will not come. I just lie down in bed. I'll start turning. And once I see that boredom is entering, I'll pick my phone. I could start listening to music, watch some educative YouTube channels, make research. And most of the things I know today, they are from YouTube. So I watch YouTube, I make research, and all that. At times, I'll just hold the phone and I'll just... Okay, like yesterday night now, I didn't know when I slept off. As at few minutes to 12, I was still on my phone. And I didn't even know when sleep just came. And by the time I opened my eyes, it was a few minutes after 4. And my AirPod was right... My AirPod was right in my hair. It didn't fall off. I woke up the same way I slept, as in the same position I slept. So,
Okay, great. Earlier during the introduction, you said you're a mom of 13 years old. So,
Yeah.
how do you caution your 13-year-old on phone?
yeah, considering the age, you can't expect them to understand how to limit the time they spend on phone. My son's phone is with me.
Okay.
I give it to him whenever I want to, and I time him.
So, have you not ever, or will you expect a situation when it is like, Mommy, you to spend 12 a.m. on phone?
Because he knows what I'm actually doing on the phone.
So why can't he do the same?
He can't do the same. What business is he doing? Is he a business-minded person? What business is he doing? To him, the thing is, as a parent, you need to understand, one, the kind of child you have. If you understand the kind of child you have, then you'll be able to tell that, okay, if my child does this, this is the reason behind it. I can't see phone with my son. Okay, take for example, last year that schools were doing online this thing, I had to supervise him because I realized that you were online in class. At the same time, you were private chatting your friend, your classmate that you were in class together. So tell me how you want to understand that. So I made sure I monitor something like that. So you have to understand the kind of children you have, the kind of children you're dealing with. Then it would actually help. Basically, if I hold my phone, my children know that I'm either studying, making research, listening to music, or selling business deals. So that's it. So he can't question me because he knows I'm actually using my phone for the positive reasons.
Child to question me.
That is children of nowadays,
exactly,
they are very
that's where
full.
I'm
They could
coming.
question. Okay, like my 6-year-old, after I serve him food, I'll be like, okay, maybe rice and stew with chicken. Once I put the rice, I put the stew, trying to look for the meat of his size. Before I even say Jack, you say, Mommy, where is my meat? And compared to when we were growing up, who then born way to ask Mommy, where is my
Dare not.
You dare not. You understand? So that entitlement, they feel that sense of entitlement and all that. So you have to put it out to them. And that's why you see these children, we are the ones they are using to grow. Is what they see us do, they do. If I have games on my phone. I have chess game on my phone. I have driving game on my phone. Those are the only 2 games. Then word puzzle. Those are the only games I have on my phone. So you can hardly even see me open it and say, oh, game is the next thing to come that I want to start playing. Will the game bring money?
Okay, like you said, from the business aspect, and happens to a child who should be well understanding enough to accept that as an excuse, because every child out there right now, with the pace at which they are growing vast in knowledge, you would not tell a child of whatever age that you are working on phone, or probably let's use the excuse of you're playing games. If I'm a child and you are playing games up to 12 a.m., that won't be an excuse for me not to use my phone whatsoever. So parents out there should put limits to helping their kids set phone limit as well. If you cannot seize a child's phone, try to most of these apps that we use have limits. Instagram has limits. You set limits for yourself. Okay, I want to be on this app 12 hours in a day. And come to think of it, screens are basic distractions. Aside business whatsoever, you find yourself branching. So many people have to-do lists, and at the end of the day, you can't even account for whether you were able to execute your to-do list or activities. So it's very important that you set limits to your phone, be it text messages, be it chats and conversations that you have to keep up with, or even business deals that you have to seal. Okay, I also want to ask us a question. Do you actually set alarms and put your phones off when you want to sleep? Sharp.
Automatically, I have an alarm that wakes me.
Okay.
Okay, the thing is, I go to bed late.
You're confessing you're getting there.
I sleep late.
Okay.
At times I sleep 1, at times 2.
Okay, so previously when I asked the question, the time was not accounted for. So now we are getting to 1 a.m., 2 a.m. sleeping time. Let's go. We're getting there.
Okay, so I don't set alarms.
Okay.
But when I get to sleep early, like 11, 12, I still wake up for like 2 or 3. If I didn't wake up around those time, I'll wake up around 5 automatically. 5 o'clock or a few minutes before 5:30. So I don't have an alarm that wakes me. Automatically, just my baby is my alarm.
Okay, that's good. But do you put your phone on silent when you want to sleep? And how do you react?
My phone is always on silent.
Okay.
Silent.
Likewise, my phone is always on. You can hardly hear my phone ring.
The only time it rings out, I try to make it ring out, is when I'm not at work.
Okay.
But if I'm at work, from Monday to whatever days I'm coming to work, it's always on silence.
Okay, thank God we have that healthy balance between both mommy. Okay, coming to the young adults, seems something like it's not possible. Do you put your phones on silence, Timile, when you want to sleep?
No.
Okay, so do you receive midnight calls?
No. Why are you calling me in the midnight?
So are you trying to tell me that any call that comes in around 2 a.m. you won't pick it?
Everybody's sleeping.
But will you pick the call at 2 a.m.?
No.
What if it's not?
Even if I'm awake, I won't.
What if it's an emergency?
Okay, that's a different.
No, if it's actually an emergency, I expect that once you call me and I did not pick, if it's an emergency, drop a message, then I'll call you back. Because I see no reason why you should call in the midnight. Even if I'm awake, I won't pick. Once it's after 10 p.m., if you call me once and I did not pick, drop a message. If it's important, I'll call you back. And I actually have Truecaller on my phone. So if it's someone that I'm familiar with, I could just pick and be like, aha. So that's actually what I do basically. So that's the way it is.
So you were saying?
Can't call me by 2 now. Exactly as you said, I won't pick.
Okay.
If you call like more than 2 times, I'll say, okay, this person's serious. Why you call me once by 2 o'clock just to check if I'm awake or something like that? Doesn't make sense.
Okay, what about you, Convenience? Do you set alarms?
No, I don't set alarms.
Do you switch off your phones when you want to sleep? Is it on silent?
Phone is always on silent.
Always on silent. Okay,
Yeah.
we have silent mode people. But whatever the case may be, just in case you are listening and you have the habit of, personally, if you call me at any hour of the day, my body is awake. I pick my calls. I'm not really of that regard that it's emergency. It's not. I believe if you're calling me at that hour, it's something important, and except I don't now treat it. If you're telling me come online and check a message, I obviously will not come online to check that message. So that is me. But then all these, whether picking midnight calls, they have one effect or the other on your health, and that is the most important thing. The number of hours you spend on social media, the number of hours you spend in front of your TV and phones, gadgets, laptops, they have one effect or the other on your health, in your life, because one of these, in one way or the other, they damage one thing. We might not see it physically, but then if you are lying on your bed for let's say you got on bed for 10 p.m. You're finding it difficult to sleep till 12 a.m. You have an issue. You have a problem. Yes, that's a problem.
I would actually disagree,
No,
because there are times I would disagree, because there are times I automatically from the onset I'm not an early sleeper.
Okay.
I'm a late sleeper and an early
Because
riser.
your
Because-
body has been
So that
channeled
is it. It's not
to that
it's
frame.
not a
It is
matter
not
of
your regular
problem.
frame of
I
mind.
disagree.
It's not a matter of problem. I disagree.
It is not your regular. See,
It's actually
as
my regular. It's
Lagosians,
actually my
no,
regular
I
time.
will over argue that with you. As Lagosians, we took a news gist this afternoon.
Okay.
And it says, Lagosians are trying traffic here and there, because your body is inbuilt to traffic. Your body is inbuilt that like for me now, my body system is inbuilt that if I hear my phone beep, I'm quick to rise.
But you know, sleep is a
I disagree.
Sleep is a nature.
Coin
It doesn't
Salah.
come, then it does.
Yeah.
Coin
come.
Salah,
Not
I
because have a
actually
problem.
disagree with you, because it's
Okay.
not only when you're sleeping that your body is in the state of rest.
don't
You
have to
can
sleep,
lie
you might
down
be on
and
your
your
bed
body will be in the
relaxing.
state of
What
rest.
about
It
your
could be
mental health?
relaxing. It doesn't matter. As far as you can lie down and not even touch your phone, and you won't even sleep.
Agreed.
There are times I do
There are
that,
times like that.
because
Not
automatically
because
my
of
body is
anything.
programmed to it. At times I go to bed at 9 and I won't sleep till that 12.
Why are you not sleeping till that?
Because my body is programmed to it. Like I said, I'm a very late sleeper and an early riser. There was a time a friend of mine was like, hey, if you discover yourself not sleeping, just start singing praises, you will sleep. My dear, I did not sleep. I didn't sleep. Or I say, just start praying, you will sleep. I did not sleep, because
Okay, you might
my
as
body
well
is
go
automatically programmed to that. And no matter what, whether I set alarm, basically my phone alarm, I set it to 5:30. I wake before 5:30. I wake at 4 after 4. I even wake before the Muslims in my area.
Yes.
So that's the way it is. That's the way my body is programmed to. And basically, be like, you need to get 6 hours sleep or 8 hours sleep. That's not me. Once I sleep more than 4 hours, I'll start having body pain. That
But
is
in my
just
own
it.
case, at times I want to sleep, but because of my baby, I had to go inside because I wanted him to sleep, not because I am feeling sleepy myself. My case, what would you say?
Definitely, your case is an exemption because you're a nursing mother. Yes.
And aside from him, he might still be sleeping. I might decide to, okay, let me just lay beside him.
And
because
you
I
know
don't
that?
want to watch
Did you
TV.
know that same time? Okay, let me say between the hour of 10 and 12, or between the hour of 12 and 2. If you're an online person, traffic reduces and you'll be able to achieve a lot
Whatever,
while you're
yes,
doing that.
yes.
So basically, I make use of every single opportunity I have, because I it pieces one of, maybe you want to make a research on Google or any of those browsers, and you start looking for network. It's I want to show that, and you start looking for network. It pieces, but at midnight you have a free flow. You finish everything. Your brain is relaxed. It's not until you sleep before you say your body's in a state of rest.
The amount of time you spend in traffic doesn't mean when you get home you still sleep like a log of wood.
Definitely.
Me, at
That's why
times I get home and
we
I'm
are so much
tired,
of
and I will
strong
still have.
people.
In fact, I won't rest until I finish doing what I have to. Let me just rest.
Your
That's my
mind
kind
would
of
even be
person.
there.
That's
Your
my
mind
kind of
will
person.
be
That first.
on that thing you're
While you're
supposed
on the
to
road,
do.
you'll be like, if I get home, I'll go and sleep.
Exactly.
You see,
not
me,
that- it's
is
not
when
that.
I go through stress the most, I hardly sleep. Once I stress
Just feel
myself,
restless.
my dear, I will not sleep. I will feel so restless. So maybe when it's that 3:30, 4 a.m., that's when that sleep will start coming. And it's my waking time. So it's not a matter of if you don't sleep, if you
least I
sleep
wake up
anytime
3
after 12, or
times
if you don't sleep
some
before 12,
nights.
you have a problem. No.
Sometimes
There are people that
twice.
have problems that sleep more than they even
more
sleep
than
the
their
sleep
But
of death.
they are not even thinking.
They even sleep the sleep of death, safe.
So yeah, in this Lagos,
if your body is okay with it, if your body system is okay with it, like
That's another
personally,
thing
I don't
about
have any
Lagos.
health issue about that. I don't have any psychological issue about that. I'm okay. I'm good to go. Not for anything, because I know that by afternoon,
I sleep.
my
I sleep well
siesta
during
my
the day.
siesta time can never skip me in the afternoon, and that siesta time is very important because
So have you observed
the ti-
siesta today?
yeah, I have. I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah,
How
I have.
many minutes?
30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Doesn't even have
But
to
that
be that
30
much.
minutes went a very long way
Yes.
in my
Keeps
body
you more
system.
active than your sleeper.
C'est fini. I rest my case. Cut.
All right. Okay, so most importantly, the essence of this topic for today is to educate everyone on setting phone limits. Your Instagram, your apps, your mobile phones. That's why we have the shutdown button for mobile phones. You have the shutdown buttons for laptops and systems. You have the turn off button and power button for TVs. These are buttons that are there for us to make good use of it, because if your words are watching cartoon till 12 a.m. and you're not saying go to bed, but it might become an habit, and to also hinder their mental health and even their ability to their retentive ability, because for a child who sleeps late, definitely your memory will not be able to process a lot of things. And even for a young adult, if you are sleeping late and are up for long screen hours, you find out that even things you want to achieve, you will not be able to achieve them. Like I tell my younger sister, okay, do this for me, and it didn't happen when she was writing the exams. You say you're writing the exams, but guy, you're on Instagram now. Wait, okay, do what I want you to do on Instagram for me. You're carried away about normal Instagram gist. Then it's not an excuse. You're telling me you're having exams. Get this thing done. So these are ways in which social media can come as a lot of distractions and harm to your mental health, harm to your sight, harm to your body, and harm to the way your body is meant to function on its own. So on this note, I'm sure that everyone will start practicing LD phone limits. I'm sure from today, Uncle Timilenyi will reduce how he uses his phone, sets his phone limits, and all of that. And you'll be able to educate somebody, because there's a big justification in when you practice something and you're being able to
Exhibit it.
and exhibit it, actually, because it's not like, for instance, when mom says hello son, or Toyo say king gboro loson, I cannot put my mind in that kind of wish. I cannot settle it, because I know me myself no, I'm duty. It's not for my mouth. I'm going to be the witness or the intercessor. So on this note, even as parents that you are, even when it's time to have time for your spouse, gadgets is another major thing. So for instance, I might want to have my personal time and you're asking me, come this, come that. Let's try to put a limit to everything. See me, this one that you're doing business. Whenever your husband needs you, drop the phone.
No, that's I actually wanted to say that, because you see, this thing, it takes discipline.
Exactly.
It takes discipline. Okay, I can't be cooking and be pressing phone and food will get burnt. That's irresponsibility. It's a very high sense of irresponsibility. So no matter what I'm doing, I shouldn't allow the phone to come in between myself and my family, or in between myself and my husband, or maybe while I'm pressing phone, my child wants to relate with me, and I'll be like, phone. No. So it takes discipline, because you're responsible for everything that happens in your home, whether you're the man or you're the woman. So it takes discipline. So to me, that I can even hold the phone like this, throw it somewhere, and I'll be like, you phone, you see, go buy me flash. So that's the way it is. You have to be focused, and that's where maturity comes in. You have to be focused. Like, okay, I'm not going to touch this phone. I want to get busy. Anyone that calls me, I'll pick it later, or I call the person later. That's what I do, basically. So that's the way it is. But a lot of young adults nowadays, married, singles, or whatever, they find it difficult to relate once they are with the phone. Like that, even some, I'll be driving and just be pressing phone, be doing. I will start be like, oh, the Lord, tell you about this way, my lordly. So it takes a lot of discipline, and that's actually what we should imbibe. That's what we should get used to. That's what we should determine. It takes a conscious effort. So we should, once we start doing that, we'll get used to it. And before you know it, the phone should be phony. I've been without a phone for months. I did not die. So What are we saying?
Okay, so a screen red flag for a child is when you begin to call your child yelling on top of your voice and your child is hearing but glued to the TV. This is something that you should look out for in a child's behavior. A screen red flag for a young adult is when you are screaming, you are calling your teenager at home and person is on phone, away, giggling and laughing. It's something that you should look out for. For a red flag for couples is, like she explained, when you're in the kitchen and food gets burnt and you're on earpiece or you're on phone and you're so carried away. And for young people, those that are fond of using earpiece on the road and they keep on and we are gone. All these are red flags we should watch out for. In as much as, Oyinbo people created screen, let's know how to maximize it, not to hinder our health and not to hinder humanity. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for being a part of the show this beautiful afternoon on Family Matters with Keisha. It's been an amazing time with you all, educating one and other. Thanks for joining me, Convenant, Timule, Shab, and my producer and guest, Simi Oke. Till we meet again same time next week Wednesday from the hours of 3 to 4 p.m. My name is Olumakaiye. Good evening.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Biggie, biggie.
Dr. G.